everybody. Oh my goodness. Welcome to By Any Means podcast. I am I am your fill-in host. How about that? I am your boy, your host, Ryan Jones. I am the host and producer here. By any means, listen, I know y'all was looking for Sharita. I know y'all was looking for Hen Dog Henry. Listen, they has both had some things come up, so they left it you guys here with your boy. So listen, I thank y'all so much for joining. Happy New Year. Oh my goodness, we're in 2026 now. It ain't no stopping us. It ain't no blocking us. It ain't none of that. We in it full throttle. So I thank y'all so much for pushing through 2025. We made it. We made it. And listen, that's what matters. That's what count. And listen, it goes up from here. We got more to do. We got more work to do. We got more people to touch. And listen, you can't do it by yourself. And so we got to involve each other. So listen, we in this for the long haul. All right. So again, welcome to By Any Means podcast. Again, I'm Ryan. If you can, really quickly, I know you may be eating lunch. I know you may be chilling, laid across the couch, whatever you may be doing. Listen, like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms. Just go look for Kentucky Harm Reduction Coalition and you'll find us. You can also find our information on our website, www.kyhrc.org. Listen, we want to hear from you. Put your comments in the comment section. I want y'all to come talk to me, okay? Talk to me. Since Henry and Sharita left me by myself, we got to talk, okay? So listen, utilize that comment section and talk with me today. Before we even get started, we have a kit making party coming up. We got a kit making party. So this is keeping up with KYHRC. Let's see. There we go. We have a kit making party on January the 15th. That's next Thursday. We want you to come out. We want you to come and join us. As you know, we are a community-based organization, and with our kits that we make, we go out. It does take some manpower to put these kits together. So we'll have all of everything that's needed for the kids. We will also, my favorite part, we'll have some food. We will also be back at LRCC, the Louisville Recovery Community Connection. They are located at 1700 South 5th Street. 1700 South 5th Street. This is a family gathering place, so you can bring your children. You can come off once you get off of work. You see what the time is. It's 5:30 to 7 p.m. And so we have these bi-monthly on the third Thursday. So bi-monthly on the third Thursday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. We will have our kit making party. And so our first one of the year is next Thursday. Next Thursday, put it on your calendar. Bring your friends, bring your children, and bring yourselves, and come and join us as we continue to do this phenomenal work. Kentucky Harm Reduction, we celebrated in the first week of December, another year, 11 years of this community-based service. And we appreciate you and for your donations, for your time, for your communication, for your connection, however you partnered with us. We appreciate your support, your help. And so even with that, we still have We still have opportunities, so you can utilize our website and connect with us. All right. Listen, I'm trying to run it all today. Listen, it's going to be all right. Also, we still have our campaign, Save a Life for $40, or whatever it is that you may want to donate. You can utilize this link. Also, you can you go to our website, www.kyhrc.org. It's right here on the screen. And you can go there and click the donate button, and you can donate. Also, when you feel like it, you got an extra dollar, you got an extra $5, you got an extra million, throw it our way. We're gonna put it to good use. Okay. All right. Also, if you look in the comment section, there is a link there. Now, here's what we want. We want you to be able to come on and join us. When I say come on and join us, listen, we can't, again, I told you, we can't do this by ourselves. There is a link that is in the comment section. If you would like to join us, if you have a topic idea, if you have a pressing issue, if you have something that you want to advertise, it's something dealing with the community now. If you have that and you want to be a part, you want to partner with us, listen, go and click on that link and fill out the link. We will receive it, and we will invite you to come on, and we can sit down, have a good talk, and go from there. Let's see, making sure I don't forget anything, since I don't have my buddies here with me. Let's see. So let's get started. I'm not gonna now listen, since I'm by myself. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to y'all for a whole hour. I do got some work on my desk that I need to do, but I took out some time to come and talk to you. One of the things that we wanted to talk about, starting out this new year, we wanted to start talking about the political climate, political climate. Now, I'm not the best or the biggest or the most person in politics, unfortunately. Okay. And so our topic today is going to be talking about, well, this month, we're going to be talking about politics without losing your mind. Politics without losing your mind, and talking and breaking it down for harm reduction for regular people, regular degglers like you and me. Okay, I wish that I was more into politics, but I'm not. That's not my strong suit. So I stay in my lane. Okay, I stay in my lane. And so when we get to talking about politics, and there's a lot that's going on in the political climate. And so today topic, I want us to talk about what harm reduction feels like for regular people. Whew. What harm reduction feels like for regular people. And those of you that are in the comments, if you have something to say, you want to comment, throw it in the chat. Because I want to hear from you as well too. And so as we talk about this, I want us to first ground ourselves, because, listen, talking about this can get a little funny. People may not have the same political views. People may not believe in the same thing. They may not agree with the same thing. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for, you may have a cousin or a parent or a coworker or something of that nature. You may, y'all may differ. Your political views may differ, and it is okay. It's okay. And so, if politics make you feel tired, if they make you feel angry, okay, especially by some of the things that are being said, that are being done, how fast things are moving, it can frustrate us. If you, even those that may feel confused, or like you want to just throw your phone in the ocean. And this episode is for us, because I'm gonna include myself in this. Okay, I'm gonna include myself. And so you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert at this. You don't have to go get a college degree for it. You don't have to go and do none of that. But you don't need the right opinion on everything either. We don't need the right opinion. But today we're talking about how to deal with the political climate without wrecking our mental health. Oh my goodness! Without wrecking our mental health, and so as we talk into this is not about telling people what to believe. That's not what I'm saying. It's not. It is really about reducing harm to ourselves and to others while living in a political world. While living in a political world, we are here. We're here until we're called home, until things change. I speak long life to those that are watching. I speak long life to you, but we want to be able to reduce the harm. Okay. And so the first thing that we want to talk about today is what the political climate actually feels like. And if you're in the comments, definitely we want to hear from you. But just in plain language, really, politics right now feels constant. It's always something going on. Something is being said. Something is going wrong. Something is whatever. And so that's what the political climate feels like. Also, it feels loud. Oh my goodness! You know how you're sitting in the room, in the family room on Thanksgiving, and you got all the kids over, your nieces, nephews, your children, everybody's children. You got the music playing, and it seems so loud in the room. And so that's what the political climate feels like. It seems really loud. It seems like it's so much going on. It's so chaotic. It's so up and down, all around. This, that, and the third. Also, the political climate feels personal. Okay. It feels personal, especially when I get to thinking about my grandparents who are on Medicare and Medicaid, and our children that are on Medicaid, myself that's on Medicaid. I think about those that may be dealing with terminal illnesses, that may be on medication, and they're on Medicaid, and they are on in subsidized housing. People that this is getting personal. It's getting personal. It's getting real personal. Listen, and when it gets real personal, people tend to get a little frustrated. People tend to get a little, they ready to put their dukes up because it's gotten too personal. Also, the political climate feels like it's never finished, like there's never a result. We can't get to a common ground. We keep having these governmental shutdowns and all of this, that, and the third. It seems like it's just never finished. We're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to see eye to eye. Let alone here in the United States, but then also with other countries. It seems like it's never ending. Also, lastly, it feels like even when nothing big is happening, it just feels so tense. It feels so tense. You know how you can, how they say, we might as well address the elephant in the room. Well, there's a big old elephant. It's quite a few big elephants, and it ain't enough room for all of us and the big elephant. So it gotta be addressed. It has to be addressed. And so what we're doing here is really laying it out on the table, laying it out for us regular people that may really not be into politics, but it's affecting you. Oh my goodness, it's affecting you. It's affecting you. It's affecting, and what harm reduction mixed into it. We want to make sure that it does not infect. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all gotta forgive me. Yeah, I'm a preacher. I'm a preacher also, and so I'm trying to hold back from saying amen, and I'm trying to hold back from saying, "Are you with me?" Listen, but we have to make sure that even though what is happening all around us, yes, it may be affecting us, but we have to make sure and be clear that it does not infect us. Because when an infection happens, things tend to get even worse. And so when we normalize our reactions, what we begin to feeling overwhelmed doesn't mean that you're weak. Though what may be on the news, what may be going across your TV screen or flashing across your phone, you may be seeing this, that, and on the third as you're scrolling through Facebook. But feeling overwhelmed does not mean that you are weak. It don't mean that you're weak. It don't mean that you're weak, and again, listen. I try to keep my God comments down, but God uses us even more, even in the moment of weakness, because He becomes our strength, and that's something that I tend to hold on to, because even though I may be weak, the God that I serve is strong, and so when we're feeling overwhelmed, it does not mean that you're weak. The numb was oftentimes to normalize these reactions of what is taking place in the political climate now. Feeling numb doesn't mean you don't care. Feeling numb does not mean that you do not care. Listen, a lot of things that are happening and taking place that are being said, that are being done, signed off on, it is making America feel numb. It is connecting with you in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. And it can make you feel numb. People are walking around and just numb. Just numb. Lastly, to normalize these reactions of what's taking place in our political climate, is that feeling angry doesn't mean you're broken. Some of the things that are being said and are being categorized or tagged as those angry folks. Those folks that those folks are only they're angry and they're broken. Just because I'm angry don't mean that I gotta be in shambles. Just because I have a little frustration and anger towards something does not mean that that I'm inadequate to feel anything or feel a certain kind of way. So I'm saying all this to say that our brain was not designed for 24-hour, 24/7 crisis mode, and that's what we're in. uh, the community that that Kentucky Harm Reduction Coalition that we serve, the homeless, the those that are dealing with substance use disorders, those that are dealing with mental health disorders, those that are dealing with whatever issues, they are. It does not mean that we need to be in a 24/7 crisis mode, and we are getting like that. In fact, some places are already like that. Some people are just really starting to feel it because none of the other issues were pertain to them. But now this one issue is doing like this on your door. And so with harm reduction into the political climate now, we have to look out for one another. We have to look out for one another. That's our feelings are in this because it's gotten so personal. Another thing that I want to talk about really quickly, and what harm reduction means in normal words. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? And so, with just a simple definition, harm reduction means that you accept reality as it is. You're accepting reality as it is, as life on life terms is happening. You accept it. You accept it. Because guess what? It's the reality. It's what's happening. It's what's going on. And listen, are you gonna fall for deep into it and allow the hurt and the pain to distract you, to derail you, or are you going to stand flat-footed and stand for what you know is right and what's wrong? Also, a part of the definition also says that you try to make it less damaging. I know that we can't fix it all. I know that it all ain't gonna happen overnight. I wish it would. I wish it could happen, but it ain't. It ain't. And so so with harm reduction, we try to make it less damaging, less harmful. We want to reduce the harm. We can't stop all of it, and we may not always catch it in enough time. But being able to lessen and reduce it, it will be helpful so we don't lose our mind. Another part of the definition is that I pulled out is that you don't demand perfection from yourself or from others. We cannot demand perfection. We can't demand perfection from Trump. We can't demand perfection from our local government. We can't demand perfection from the, all the way at the White House. We can't demand that. We can't demand it from yourself or anybody else. And so that's why we have organizations and agencies that are formed to be able to go to bat for us. And so this is part of what this normal in normal words what harm reduction means. But one thing that I want to point out is that the political harm reduction looks like. What does the political harm reduction look like? First off, that's staying informed. Staying informed. But staying informed without frying our nervous system. I got a phone call this morning, and while I was getting ready for work, and the person on the phone said, "Listen, you all right?" And I was like, "Dad, we just got on the phone. What you mean, am I all right?" "Yes, am I right. What's up? You sound a little, you sound a little aggressive. You sound a little, irritable. You sound a little tight, and so even with taking in the information, seeing what is being talked about, what is being done, and all in this political climate, but we got to stay informed. But we got to stay informed without frying, without being overcooked. You know how the young folks say, let it cook. We can cook it, but we can't fry it. We can't burn it. Okay. Also, political harm reduction looks like caring without burning out. We cannot burn out while we're trying to fight. Caring without burning out, without having to get to a point where we say, the hell with it. And no, I don't want to do this anymore. No, this has become too much. I'm gonna give up. Or you got people that are going out here harming themselves and unaliving themselves because the pressure and the weight is getting so heavy. So caring without burning out. Thirdly, I want to point out political harm reduction looks like engaging without destroying relationships. Now, I like how I said before that we're going to talk about it here just a few moments, but we cannot get so wrecked by what we're hearing and what's going on to the point where we are wrecking personal relationships, or we are destroying relationships that really matter. Just because you may not see eye to eye, don't mean that you gotta hate each other. Don't mean that the relationship is done. Does not mean that we can't go no further. And again, I told y'all I'm a preacher, so I like utilizing the scriptures, and it says to love thy neighbor as thyself. That's what it says. And so we got, even though that the political climate is icky and it is a hot mess, it is doing its own thing, we still have to engage without destroying relationships, without bashing and trying to tear relationships, and without tearing people down. That's just in normal words. And so harm reduction isn't giving up. It's about pacing yourself. Pace yourself. My grandfather, we always talk about when sometimes when I talk to him and I ask him how he's doing, he said, son, I'm just striving. I got a good pace going. I got a good momentum going. Because listen, we can't rush things, but we also can't be late for things. Even in this political climate, we got to stay at a good pace. The race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that can endure to the end. Is that going to be you? In this political climate, are you going to be the one that endures throughout all of what's going on? I know y'all probably saying, I know this is not Bible study. No, it's not Bible study. No. But I'm talking about what I'm talking about, okay? And I know you can relate. One other thing that I want to talk about is the news and social media. The news and social media, and how not to get wrecked. I like I normally don't really be on my social media. I mean, unless I'm taking a little break from at work, my lunch, or I may I be so busy, but throughout the day. But even at night when I go, I took a shower, I ate, I just want to sit down, I want to relax, and I get to scrolling on social media, or I'll turn on the news, and it's just like, as soon as you turn it on, late breaking news. This, that, and that happened. That didn't happen. This person, that person, this, that, and the third. The news is so depressing. The news is so druggy. The news, the social media, it's so much. And it's so heavy. It's so heavy. It's so weighty, and it puts you in. So, and listen, don't y'all laugh at me. But sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll be listening to the stories, or I'll click on something and I'll get to reading, and it's just like I'll start feeling a tear come down. It's so much. And so the news and social media are designed to keep you scrolling. They're designed to keep you scrolling. They're designed to make you emotional. You know how you see where you'll see a news clip and you're like, oh, Oh, you grab your chest, you clutch your pearls. Oh my goodness. You see something horrific. Ah, it's so much feelings and so much emotions that are going on. And so with this political climate, you hear some of the things that are being said and done, some of the words that are being used, and some of the derogatory language. And it's like, dang. The news is designed to make us feel like everything is so urgent. Oh, it's got to happen right now. Oh no, there's no end to it. It's never finished. It's just got to keep going, like the Energizer Bunny, just keep going and going and going and going. So we got to make sure that we're pacing ourselves. So just some basic tips. You don't need updates all day. You don't need updates all day. Okay? Limit yourself. Limit how much you take in. Oh my goodness, that's a good start to the new year. Limit how much, because listen, you know how you felt in 2025. You know how you felt. You know those conversations that you had. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm just so over it. I'm tired. When is this gonna be over? But you don't limit how much you take in. Here in the office, we got a phrase. I'm at capacity. You gotta take a piece of paper and I'm at capacity. Somebody come to you with something, I'm at capacity. And it's not rude. It's not disrespectful. It's simply you're setting boundaries for yourself so you don't wreck yourself. My mama used to tell me, you better go on somewhere before you, you better get, what she say? Better get gone. You better check you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check you. So that way you don't get wrecked because you didn't put no boundaries on yourself, which means that nobody else has no boundaries for you either. Pick 1 or 2 times to check the news. Check social media. Just set an alarm so you don't forget. And those of you that got these good smartphones, those of you that may be in that iPhone world, and I'm not in the iPhone world, but on the Android, okay, we got some good tools. I don't know what y'all got in iPhone land, but over in Android Ville, we have where you can put parameters on being able to look at certain things or how much comes in, and it helps you calculate how much time you sleep and how much time you spend. If you went and looked at that, you go and look at those results, look at those meters. Some of our meters might even be broken, might be on fire, because you scrolling every chance you get. So pick some time and schedule out the time that you go check the news. You can avoid political content right before bed. Now, I studied psychology in college. My alma mater, Virginia State University, the best HBCU in the world. Shout out to my VSU family. And one thing that we talked about in our psychology class is about how how when we take in things before we go to sleep, our minds are still it still operates, it never shuts down. But when we utilize some good habits before going to bed, you'll see that you have some good rest. You try watching the news, you try watching the late breaking story before you go to bed, and see how well you sleep, see how well you rest. So avoiding political content right before you go to bed will help us to be able to reduce some of the harm on ourselves. One of the last tips that I have for you is that if something just makes you mad but doesn't change your actions, skip it. I'm gonna have to get me you know how the what is it, the Staples button. If it's something that just makes you mad but does not change your actions, skip it. I'm gonna find me a skip it button. Skip. I'm gonna be skipping for some people. I'm gonna be skipping some people. I'm gonna be skipping some worker families. I'm gonna be skipping, picking folks up. I'm gonna be skipping a whole lot of things and a whole lot of people. And so, all that to say, information should help you act, not just panic. It should push you to wanting to do something, but not panic. Okay. So the news and social media and how not to get wrecked with it. So we got to check ourselves so we don't wreck ourselves. Another thing I want to talk about, and listen, we're working on good time. You don't have to care about everything. All right, I'm gonna let that marinate for 2.5 seconds, okay? And listen, I'm not pointing, and I ain't pointing nobody my finger at nobody. Mm-mm. I ain't picking on nobody because I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. And so when I say that we do not have to care about everything, so we got to normalize boundaries. We got to normalize limits. And so no one can care deeply about every issue. It's impossible. It's impossible. That if that was the case, man, oh my goodness, we'll be all over the place. And some of us we're all over the place, and we ain't got but a couple of things to think about or talk about or worry about or care about. So imagine trying to carry and handle everything. And so trying to wheel, it can exhaust you. We cannot allow this political climate to exhaust us. We cannot give up. We cannot make you cynical. We cannot push you to the extreme. We cannot treat you in just any kind of way. We cannot push that off on you. So, how do we fix this? So glad that you asked. The harm reduction approach about this is that pick one or two issues you actually care about, that you're willing to fight about, that you're willing to put in some work about. So let's choose and choose wisely. Okay. You may have four things that you depending on how much time you got on your hands. But limit how much you really actually care about and that you're willing to put your time into. One small way to stay engaged, not trying to do everything. Not trying to do everything. That's for the people in the back. Not trying to do everything. I'm serious. Because we'll try to go and do so much and then nothing gets accomplished because we're all over the place. We got so many things that we're trying to tackle at one time. It's enough people that and enough work to go around that we can take on a little bit and everybody do their little bit and it'll turn into a big bit. And so examples of small ways to stay engaged: voting locally. Go make sure that you're registered to vote. Go make sure. Go to your local DMV. Go to the voters office. Go look it up online. Find a way. Go check it out. Supporting a community group. So even like organizations like Kentucky Harm Reduction Coalition, Vocal, Kentucky. These are community Louisville Recovery Resource Center. We can utilize community-based groups like this to be able to make and stay engaged and to make a difference. Even also helping someone directly. Not okay. Now listen to me. I know I said helping someone directly, but that don't mean everybody. That don't mean that little old you, and in my case, big old me. But it does not mean that you specifically got to help every single person that you come in contact or that you see needs some help. And so, all that to say, doing a little consistently beats caring about everything for a week. Little turns into much. The last thing that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna get on out y'all way, because your boy is hungry. I haven't had no lunch just yet. Okay, so I didn't want to be on here falling asleep on y'all. But what I want to, the last thing that I want to talk about quickly, and we still going on good time. And those that are watching, please hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Send this to somebody, okay? Dealing with people who have different opinions, all right? Dealing with people who have different opinions. Now, dealing with people who have different opinions. My mama used to say when me and one of my siblings would, be going back and forth or whatnot, and she used to say, "Why y'all just can't agree to disagree?" And I hold that even in my adult age, why we just can't continue to love each other even though we may be disagreeing. We may not be seeing the same thing or saying the same thing, but it don't mean that we gotta bash each other. Don't mean that we gotta hurt, and it does not require. Now, this is a truth bomb. You just because you have different opinions, you are not required to debate anybody. Ooh. It don't mean that you gotta debate everybody just because you may see something in a different point of view, or because you may believe in something else different, because you may be you want to go left and that person want to go right. Well, let them go right. Let them go right. Let them go do what they want to do. If your way is the right way, then guess what? They're gonna figure it out somewhere down the line. So you don't have to debate everything, and nor do you have to debate anybody. Also, another truth bomb: you are not responsible for changing people's minds. Ooh, I wish I had a bullhorn right about now. I really do. You do not have to be responsible for changing people's minds. People are gonna do what people want to do. My granny used to tell me grown folks gonna do what grown folks want to do, and guess what? I know I'm one of those grown folks, and guess what I'm gonna do? What I want my grown self to do. And so they gonna think that way. They gonna feel that way. They gonna move that way. They gonna respond that way. They gonna do that, and then guess what? You can't do nothing about it. Because guess what? You don't want nobody trying to do something about how you think or how you feel or the ways that you move. So we're not responsible for changing people's mind. Now, what you can do is impact them. You can encourage, but you can't force nothing on nobody. In fact, you try to force something on me, and that's your easy way out. That's your quickest way to get ignored. That's the quickest way for you to get left on red. That's the quickest way for you to get your phone call blocked. My block game is real strong. So we're not responsible for changing nobody's mind. And so, a harm reduction boundaries that we could do and say is, I don't want to talk about politics right now. I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't want to talk about this issue. I don't want to talk about what Trump said. I don't want to talk about what's on the news. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. And that's a complete sentence. Put a period right there, and you can walk your happy self home. Again, you don't have to debate everything. And so letting them know. And for real, it may not even be the time or the place to even have that conversation. Another thing that you can do and tell people, listen, these are good nuggets here. Listen, I wrote these down because listen, I've been using just like how I told you that we use here in the office, and we tell them, hey, I'm at capacity. And so you could tell somebody, I'm focusing on my own sanity right now. Because y'all don't want me to get crazy. Y'all don't want me to get insane. Y'all want me to listen. I'll be like Cleo on Set It Off. I'll be ready to guns are blazing. Don't how the young folks say now, don't PM on me. Don't piss me off. Don't get me outside of my box. Don't push me too far. I'm too close to the edge. Listen, it's already with dealing enough. Give people their space. They say they don't want to talk about it right now. Let them, hey, all right. If you want to talk about it that bad, tell them, hey, can you pencil me in on your schedule so we can talk about this? But if somebody say they don't want to talk about something, they don't want to talk about it, then don't talk about it. So listen, in closing, I know we still got good timing going on, and my stomach over here. I hope y'all don't hear my stomach growling over here. But as a takeaway, as a big takeaway, and as we recap, listen, what the political climate really feels like right now. In our topic and our theme, talking about politics without losing our mind, harm reduction for regular people. And so, as we talk about what harm reduction feels like for regular people, and so what the political climate actually feels like, the emotions that are taking place, what harm reduction means in normal words. And so talking about how constant and how loud, how personal it has gotten in the political climate. Also, as we wrapping up where what harm reduction means in normal words, and so talking about how accepting reality as it is and making it less damaging, and how we don't have to put a demand for perfection on ourselves and other people. We're also what the news and social media and how not to get wrecked. So utilizing good tips like not getting updates all day and not watching news all day long. Being able to set aside a time frame to be able to just focus on that and then get off of it. Avoiding avoiding political content before going to bed, and so making sure that we keep it at a healthy balance as we navigate and push through and endure this political climate. And then also we talk also about you don't have to care about everything. So knowing that and nobody can care about every single thing all the time. And so our minds are really not, they were really not designed for us to be in crisis mode, to be in this kind of climate and temperature 24/7, and it's driving people crazy. Don't let it drive you crazy. because it will exhaust you and it'll push you to your extremes. But just doing a little bit can make a big difference. Also, we talked about dealing with people who have different opinions, different views. Again, let them think about it. Let them carry that. Let them do that. Let them have their own views. You want your own views. That's why you can't keep your mouth shut down. So let people have their own views. If you don't agree with it, okay. Yeah, I got a stress ball for you if that's what you want. I mean, we don't have to worry about that, okay? And so, in this closing and for takeaways, and so as we recap, talking about what we talked about today, in this recap, there are, as we recap in simple terms, politics is stressful. It is. I'm not, and I told y'all at the beginning, I'm really not a political person, but politics are stressful. You are allowed to take breaks. You can care imperfectly. And then we all are allowed to protect our own mental health. Protect it. Harm reduction means staying human, even in a messy situation and a messy system. Stay grounded. You do not have to be the most informed in the room. You don't have to be the loudest in the room. And nor do you have to be the angriest in the room. But you just have to stay well enough to keep showing up in your own way. Listen, you got this. We're going to get through this. Listen, Sharita and Henry, they're coming back next week. I'm putting this back on them. Listen, it was fun. It was enjoyable. I thank y'all so much for tuning in every other Thursday at 1 o'clock. Come and join us for By Any Means podcast. Listen, we love you guys. If you don't forget, looking in the comment section, you will see a link there, and utilize that link. I'm gonna put it up on the screen again. Utilize that link. If you have comments, if you want to come on, you got a topic, an idea for the show, click on that link, highlight it, and click on it. That way you can fill out the form. We want you to come on. We want you to join us. Listen, we get down and dirty. We talk raw, real, and straight to the point. And so listen, that's my time. I'm about to go get something to eat. And listen, I love you guys. Thank you for joining By Any Means podcast. Remember, on next week, next Thursday, we have a kit making party. Come out and join us at 1700 South 5th Street at the LRCC. We want to see you there. Stay tuned, and it's more to come. Again, Happy New Year to you. Great to see you. Glad you made it. Love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.